entire narrative. And it all started with Rihanna flipping the bird. The day Vanessa Bryant finally responded, you could almost feel the collective pause across social media. People had been refreshing her Instagram for days, waiting for a tearful denial, a fiery rant, or maybe a carefully typed Notes app statement. What they got instead was pure, effortless shade. Her first Instagram story slide stopped people mid-scroll. A photo of Rihanna, mid-strut, sunglasses on, casually flipping off the camera. The caption written over the image read, "Me protecting my peace, not pregnant, and having fun all summer." It was short, director, and laced with a confidence that instantly told the world, "I'm not here to entertain your nonsense." But she didn't stop there. The next slide was another meme, this time with text that read, "I'm not mean, I'm just not the one." If the first post was a swat at the rumor, this one was a straight-up boundary line. She wasn't going to play nice just to keep strangers comfortable. She was reminding everyone that she had survived far worse than gossip and wasn't about to let it shake her now. And then came the third slide, which shifted the tone from snappy to thoughtful. "The only way to impress me is by being a good person. I don't care what you have, what you wear, where you live, or what you drive." This was the quiet mic drop. It reframed the conversation entirely. Away from NBA players, away from speculation, and back to her values. It's important to note what she didn't do. She didn't name the young baller. She didn't even hint at the LeBron angle. She didn't write paragraphs defending herself. And in doing so, she denied the rumor the validation it was desperately seeking. The delivery method was just as strategic as the message. Instagram stories disappear in 24 hours. They can't be shared in feed without screenshots. They feel casual, almost offhand, but that's the beauty of it. Vanessa's posts looked like something she could have whipped up while sipping coffee, not a coordinated PR attack. That casualness made them sting even more. Fans went wild. Twitter lit up with people praising her as the queen of clapbacks. TikTok creators stitched her posts into videos breaking down the power moves in her approach. Even people who weren't Vanessa fans found themselves admiring the sheer efficiency of the response. And perhaps the most satisfying part? The tone shift. Just hours earlier, the conversation had been dominated by rumor, speculation, and drama. By the end of the day, the headlines weren't about whether Vanessa was pregnant. They were about how brilliantly she shut down the gossip. With 3 quick posts, she'd taken back control of the narrative and put the internet in check. But the real genius of her move wasn't just what she said. It was why it worked so perfectly. And to see that, you have to look at the psychology behind her response. Vanessa Bryant's response wasn't just a lucky swipe at the rumor mill. It was a textbook example of strategic communication in the digital age. 3 slides, less than 30 seconds of screen time, and the narrative was dead. But the brilliance wasn't in what she said. It was in how she said it and what she chose to leave out. First, she avoided the trap of direct engagement. The moment you repeat a rumor to deny it, you've already given it weight. Saying, "I'm not pregnant by a young baller," still forces the audience to visualize that exact scenario. By contrast, Vanessa's "protecting my peace" line didn't just refute the claim, it reframed the conversation entirely. Instead of playing defense, she shifted the focus to self-care and boundaries. Second, she embraced tone over detail. The Rihanna meme wasn't about evidence, it was about attitude. The visual of Rihanna flipping the bird spoke louder than any paragraph of explanations could. It communicated, "This rumor isn't even worth my serious attention." That choice instantly changed the power dynamic. Instead of chasing the conversation, she positioned herself as above it. Third, she understood the value of brevity. The internet thrives on speed. Long statements get dissected, misquoted, and taken out of context. Her short, punchy slides left no room for twisting her words. They were shareable in their entirety, memes in themselves, which meant her version of the story traveled faster than the rumor it was shutting down. Fourth, she played the timing game. By waiting several days before responding, she allowed the rumor to peak in visibility. That way, when she finally did post, her response hit maximum impact. Had she answered immediately, her posts might have gotten lost in the early chaos. By holding back, she ensured the world was watching when she spoke. Fifth, she controlled her platform. Instagram stories were the perfect choice. They disappear in 24 hours, making her refusal to dwell on the topic crystal clear. They also force people to screenshot if they want to share, giving her plausible deniability about intent. And unlike a permanent post, a story feels offhand and personal, closer to a friend rolling their eyes at a group chat than a celebrity addressing millions. Lastly, she layered her message hierarchy. Slide 1 killed the rumor. Slide 2 set the boundary. Slide 3 reminded people of her values. It wasn't just about denial, it was about resetting the tone of how she wants to be talked about, moving forward. The result? She didn't just extinguish the fire. She left scorched earth behind, making it harder for similar rumors to take root in the future. And in a media environment that loves nothing more than a celebrity meltdown, she gave them nothing. No shaky video, no defensive tone, no missteps to replay on loop. By the time her stories expired, the conversation had flipped completely. People weren't debating the rumor anymore. They were praising her for dismantling it so elegantly. But beyond the mechanics of her clapback, there was something deeper happening. Her approach tapped into bigger cultural conversations about women, widowhood, and who gets to decide how someone should live after loss. And that's where this story goes beyond gossip. It becomes a cultural flashpoint. When the smoke cleared from Vanessa Bryant's Instagram strike, the conversation shifted, but not entirely in the way people expected. Yes, the memes had silenced the pregnancy chatter, but in its place came something more revealing. A debate about why the rumor had gotten so much traction in the first place. At the core of it was a cultural double standard, one that has been lurking for decades but tends to erupt when high-profile women, especially widows, step outside of the public's unspoken rules. For many fans, Vanessa will always be connected to Kobe Bryant, not just because of their marriage, but because she became the face of his legacy after his death. She has been the one attending tributes, organizing charity events, and telling the world how she wants him remembered. In the eyes of those fans, any romantic life she might have is automatically seen through the lens of what would Kobe think? It's a mindset rooted in an old-fashioned, almost possessive view of widowhood, especially for women. The idea that a woman can grieve deeply and still move forward with her personal life is uncomfortable for some people. And when you add celebrity status into the mix, the scrutiny multiplies.